Dan saw his companion driving the car this way, in order to send them a signal. While others usually kill fish by tapping once with the back of a knife, Jack instead struck it dozens of times until the fish head was completely smashed. However, this scene happened to be noticed by the undercover police. When Tom questioned him, Jack gave no explanation and simply tossed the fish into the trash bin. The companions in the car also sensed something was off, so as they passed the fish stall, they slowly rolled the window up, but Tom saw everything with his own eyes. They thought everything was going according to plan, but as soon as the car turned the corner, Alan slammed on the brakes because traffic police were blocking the road ahead for inspection. Since there was no way to back up, the two had no choice but to remain calm and continue driving forward. The police signaled for them to stop the car. Alan calmly asked the officer what was going on, only to learn it was just a temporary check of licenses and the items being carried. The reason Alan was so nervous was because they were transporting contraband. When questioned by the police, Alan lied, claiming that the truck was carrying ice blocks, but the police clearly didn't believe him. Under their firm request, Alan had no choice but to open the cargo door. Another companion hid his hand inside his clothes and quietly positioned himself behind the officer, ready to respond quickly if something went wrong. The moment the cargo door opened, the police officer was about to climb up to check. Behind him, Alan and his companion's eyes turned cold as their hands reached for the knives at their waists. Just as they were about to make a move, the sound of honking came from behind. The officer had to step away to check. As it turned out, two cars had collided behind them. The drivers were arguing loudly, and the honking from cars stuck behind grew more intense. To avoid traffic congestion, the officer had no choice but to let them go. Alan and his companion finally breathed a sigh of relief, but what they didn't know was that the police officer in front of them, the drivers behind who caused the crash, and Tom by Jack's side at the fish stall were all undercover cops. And inside the truck, there was nothing but counterfeit money.